Part one, chapter 9 of Green Side Up. This is liability and insurance. So it's probably more about liability than insurance, although insurance being the protection from liabilities. And he gives a story about how when he went out and found out that, one of his employees drove their own car out there and crashed into a light pole on someone's property. And then he realized, no, I got insurance for that. Nope, not when your employees drive in their own car. So he found out about that the hard way, and did. And many of these things that we'll find out the hard way. And what he points out here is that as you start to get into liabilities and like major liabilities like OSHA or EPA liabilities, and you get called in front of it, any judge is going to remind you that ignorance is no how's that? Any judge will tell you ignorance is no excuse. It's no exemption from the law. So we have to start to take into account some of our responsibilities out there and be proactive about them. So he suggests, even getting out to the point that you get to OSHA, like the last thing you went, oh God, we had a visit from OSHA. Well, how about you invite them out proactively? He did that, and he has done that. And when he came to find out, he had a very unfortunate situation where one of the guys on his cruise was killed. It happened that the guy jumped up on the bed of the truck, and the driver didn't see that the guy was on the bed of the truck and squished him between, the bed of the truck and the roof of the garage that they were going into. And that was that. But, what they saw is that they had all their practices in order. And when OSHA came, they got a slap on the wrist for the fine. And he, of course, feels bad about it. But it otherwise saved him from a huge liability. And it was just an accident. It's just something that happened as an accident. And he also said, call the fire department. And also as you're getting out there and realize your liabilities, you're putting chemicals all over the place. And how are you storing them? Where are you storing them? Are you getting a receipt if you change your own oil? Are you getting a receipt to show that you properly disposed of the oil? Because all these things create liabilities for you, not just in the, someone crashing into someone kind of a thing. But the fact of the matter is insurance is a necessary evil. So be sure you have proper coverage and are paying the lowest price for it. So what I suggest in paying the lowest price for it is that, get out there, and there are insurance consultants who will come in and look at your business and evaluate you. They cost a pretty penny, but they might save you many pennies more. So they could be worth it. Also, get multiple insurance brokers working against each other to get some free advice about what coverage should be. Educate yourself on it. Use their knowledge to educate you to make sure that you're covered. And so put multiple people out there and start to buy not only, the cheapest coverage that you can get for the dollar, but the best coverage and the guy who seems to be working with you. So action. Consider hiring an independent insurance consultant to review your practices, or at least at the end of your policy year, have other agents review the coverage to make sure your pricing and not only your pricing, but your coverage is proper. Be proactive, have your facility inspected by OSHA, and be sure your agents put your policy out to bid with many insurance companies. So, there are insurance providers in the back end, and, you want to make sure that your broker is not just always going with, maybe he needs to put it across multiple people so that you're getting the best price. Thanks a lot. This is our audio review summary of the book, Green Side Up, provided to you by Providence Trading Capital Partners, our little gift to you.